It's time for another news. You know that sound. We take a look at the news stories that may not be on your radar, but they should be. Come on. Hawaii has announced that travelers arriving from other states may bypass a 14-day quarantine requirement if they test negative for COVID-19. Hey, Hawaii has to do this. People weren't going to leave on their own. Oh man, now I got to spend 14 more days here in paradise. It's only right not to make people quarantine after traveling if they didn't get the virus. Plus, Hawaii is way too expensive for an unplanned quarantine. In other news, a Florida dad, from the best to the worst. A Florida dad is defending his son after his 11-year-old got in trouble at school for wearing a Hooters themed face mask. The dad claims that the family goes to Hooters strictly for the wings. Yeah, whatever you say, buddy. Florida always picks the wrong battles to fight, like the Confederacy, for example. I do give them credit for wearing a mask, though, since this is Florida. They get credit for what they're supposed to do. In other news, umpires at a game between the Cleveland Indians and Chicago Cubs cleared the field when a drone crash landed in the grass at Wrigley Field. Baseball games move slowly enough as it is. The last thing we need is a drone delay. Fans must be really bored to fly drones over games they're not even allowed to go to. Bill Belichick probably meant to fly it over Soldier Field to tape a Bears practice. You know you thought it. And finally, Peruvian Shamans performed an ancestral ritual over pictures of President Trump and Joe Biden to predict who's going to win this November's election. But just like with actual pollsters, the results are too close to call. Even the ancestors don't want anything to do with 2020. Death spared them having to deal with today's political climate. If this method could really tell the future, Peru probably would rule the world. Now, if it's responsible for your delicious chicken, then I stand corrected. Peruvian chicken is so good, it might give you visions of the future, and that future is a food-induced nap. Let me know what you think of these stories using the hashtag GetUpDC.